Hey, this is 30 Days of Inspiration with me, Nia Brooks. Today's inspiration, or day one, is don't be begging anyone to be your friend. I remember last summer when my niece and I were walking around our neighborhood and she ran into this boy that went to school with her. And now she's a preteen. So in her head, friend equals someone I know at school. So we were walking, and she said, "Hey, such and such." And the boy wouldn't give her the time of day. He was too busy drinking his drink from McDonald's or wherever it was from. He was steps ahead of her, wouldn't even stop to have a conversation. I pulled her aside and said, "Bree, don't do that again. Don't ever feel thirsty or the need to beg someone to be your friend. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are so nice, and there's lots of people who will love you for who you are." And recently, I had to take my own advice. I met this guy on Tinder, and the only reason we matched is because he was on vacation near me. He was within 5 miles visiting his grandpa. And then, as we were messaging for a bit, his distance got further and further away to a point where he was over 100 miles away. And I asked him, "Where do you live?" And he said, "Oh, I live in Michigan." On that note, I was like, let's just be pen pals. And when we were messaging, the vibe was there. No sexual content. We just hee hee and ha ha and cracking jokes, talking about work, family, college. He even researched information about my sorority. He was like, "Yeah, y'all was founded on this day by this many women." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was thinking, man, I got me a new friend. He gonna be my date for the banquet for my sorority. All this, but I kept him in a friend zone because I knew we couldn't have a substantial relationship. He lived so far away. And then when we were messaging, we will message quickly. Like the replies will be so quick, very little wait time. We message every single day for consecutive days. And we even FaceTime. He'll say stuff like, "Man, I want to FaceTime you before I went to sleep. And uh, if I want to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you. That's why I message you, right? Don't worry about pressing me, whatever." And then out of the blue, he just stopped hitting me up. And I felt something the first time. It was a Wednesday. He didn't hit me up all day, so I texted him first, even though I knew something was up. And then when I texted him on Wednesday, he was so dry, no personality, no flavor. And then the following day, didn't hear from him. And I bawled, I cried. One, because I think the universe, I read my horoscope, and it was like, Taurus, your self esteem is going to be tested today. But I was sad because, like, dang, I thought we was friends. I can't remember having a good conversation like that with a man in a very long time. And also, it was my last day of work, and my coworkers, they were building me up. They were uplifting me. They were saying, "Girl, you have so much good energy. Your future is so bright," and all these things. And I knew that I had so much worth in me. But it was so sad, yet again, another man not realizing how awesome I was. Like me having to prove it to somebody. But I realized, and this is why I want y'all to realize, that we don't have to beg anyone to be in our lives. I was thinking about Megan Thee Stallion. I look up to her so much, and I was thinking, she don't have to chase nobody. I know for a fact she not begging any man to be in her life. And I told myself, if Megan not doing it, I don't have to do it either. Like, look at these lips, look at this smile, look at this body. Come on, I am gorgeous. My pussy is wet. Stay moist. I am intelligent. I am smart. I am caring. I am goal oriented. How do you not want me in your life? You're missing out. Forget you. Forget you. But also, this is not a man ain't shit video because we have to take responsibility for our actions. I know I've been guilty of taking advantage of love in my life from friends and family. Like, I have a homeboy from college who hit me up more than I hit him up, and I could do a better job at appreciating him. And I want to encourage y'all to do that. Appreciate love in all shapes and forms. And be in environments where you're celebrated, where you're uplifted. Because we ain't got to deal with the nonsense from people. Yeah, there's some bogus people in this world, there's some negative vibes. But also, we have responsibility for the love in our lives. We can go out there and find some amazing people who are not too far away. Our family members, that elderly person in your life, or that young person that's just attached to you, or maybe your coworkers or your friends. There are plenty of people who love you for the way that you are. We don't have to twist arms. We don't have to pull teeth to get someone in our lives. Like, forget them. They're missing out. You're the asset. You're the one that's awesome. You're the one that's just bright with full of good vibes. So I just want to remind y'all that we don't have to beg anyone to be in our lives to love on us because we're worthy of love. And love is so endless, and there's a big world out there of people who are just waiting to meet you and waiting to be around you. Thank y'all for listening. Tune in to the next day. Tune in tomorrow for day 2 of 30 Days of Inspiration. Drop some emojis in the comments if you felt this word. Bye, y'all.